so no pray hu na esi go ye say nyama de bebre it's in say the first comment I'm seeing right here say Trump is a content creator I sana no hu eka say Trump the am so a content creator for ya more TikTok yi or ye acting bi anu we twa bibi no de to or na che say sana nkofo ka o obi say now then a vice president is escorting me out of the event first. And then Trump no who here one also why was the VP escorted before the president? Maybe you say and what for I'm moving no crowd I'm so wound them. I'm crying I'm Trump. Also why was the VP escorted first? Do they want him to die? Obviously, why does this feel so fake? Obviously, we are. She looking like it's real. Oh, I say fake be. I say looks so fake. Obviously say, BSA say terrible acting. I say more acting cry more than any year. Cause some more acting money looking real kakra. Na nyama in the acting and fakra. And obviously God, please protect Trump and protect Americans for us. God bless America. Obviously the empire boy. Good Trump so and they be say are you praying to God to protect killers obi so response and no so empire born say nyame embo awudifo ban ho ban ana into ebi muso bisa say why so there are a lot of comments asking say why was the VP protected before Trump? That part does not make any sense. That is what people are saying. And others are praying, say, God protect Trump. God protect Trump. And a content creator, God share. We don't even know what to believe at this point. We really don't know what to believe. Say, really, are these shootouts happening? And why was the VP, yes, saving us at Trump? And then we wanted to release a good outgoing of Trump from the way now. What exactly were we looking for with this whole stunt, if it is a stunt? But at this point, the public, they are not buying it anymore. As I'm going to say Jali for strategy for it's the idea. Sana, majority of the public are saying. Anyway, let us go into other stories. Christina Koch reflects on Ghana experience. Astronaut Christina Koch shared that a study program in Ghana significantly impacted her life, highlighting the country's influence on global academic experiences. Samukai Christina Koch, we spoke about it right here on the agenda show. Obi, your friend Christina Koch, astronaut yankrofona, amutu ko wiem, akwa share the different planets in the universe, you know. Those are astronauts, those who take those spaceships crafts into the sky, you know. Christina Koch Amubia. Now the reason why Christina Koch got by a story is say Christina Koch say by University of Ghana a program big University of Ghana. University of Ghana bo say and I came university for say any program bia no be wa you UCC for nen ko for na maka say any program bia no be wa na you no mo blow mo trumpet for no reason any program bia and Christina Koch say posty or sign posty bi mo say I studied in Ghana and there was a specific program that only few colleges offered. It was by far the most prospective, gaining, and life-changing experience of my entire life. Christina Koch, NASA astronaut and electrical engineer, and the first woman to travel beyond Earth orbit on a lunar mission. Christina Koch say, na Ghana program na more fire. It was one of the rarest programs. Just a common cry. Into who said Ghana for a officer program no, at the University of Ghana no, and she took the opportunity to come and study it. Now Oceano so say perspective changing as a son drain the way we are say the perspectives in your money experiences of life. I say it is one of the biggest experiences of her entire life. And so be your astronaut or electrical engineer, our having wild experiences when I say this was one of the life-changing experiences in her entire life. Ghana first way they will say Busi. University of Ghana first say yes. This is a university to give someone of her stature life-changing experience. Wow, it was a bussy. Into way, as someone asked GH Media, Edebeto, now you were a number of videos on this particular thing. And just a short video of what she has been saying. You know, your videos, you know, your kosheba, and the kind of better.
Study abroad. I studied abroad in Ghana, and that was a specific program that NC State was one of only a few colleges to offer, and that was by far the most perspective gaining and life-changing experience of my entire life, right up there with going to space.
The light that you see on my face is Earth shine, and that is the beautiful Earth in the window.
My study abroad, I studied abroad in Ghana, and that was a specific
program. Christina Kok no feeling Ghana pa or feeling Ghana pa. Now share the image, you know, the buy, even her holding the Ghana flag. A lot of people were saying, oh, this must be AI generated. Now, what at all have we done for her that she's so appreciative of Ghana that much? In the minimum posti AI video and picture, no, and I'm sending ma another AI, which is Grok on Twitter, asking, are these images real? I'm going to say AI generated images are now say real, and our Grok say they are actually real. She actually did that. She took a picture of with the Ghana flag in her hand, which is amazing. Obi say first time hearing someone call Ghana abroad. We say, yeah, Ghana party afraid abroad. No, I say I studied abroad, and a reference to abroad near Ghana. Of course, since so I'm abroad. No, it is also the abroad. Anywhere that is outside your country, literally could be abroad. Christina Cox says Ghana changed her life. Our education produces NASA astronauts, yet MPP underfunds schools. Quality education for all Ghanaians is the foundation of development. We're in MPP, but anyway, he made valid points. Say, education, you offer our Ghana is the reason, is what has contributed to Christina Cox's work as being an astronaut, whether directly or indirectly. We may have done something to her life because I say a life-changing experience. And so I say Ghana, we continue to invest in our education. UG is bigger than Harvard and Cambridge, but you're not ready for this conversation. UG, forget. This is obviously coming from an alumni of UG. Which school did you go, my brother, my sister? Did you go to UCC? Or did you go to UCC? University. Or you went to Ashesi? Anyway, so yeah, that is what is going on. I mean, when we open the phone lines at some point, you tell us which school is the best because Richard, we are taking the last comment on this. Richard, he says, you don't understand what she meant, but I get you. What she meant is not actually what you're thinking. She didn't mean our curriculum impacted her in any way. She meant her coming to Ghana gave her some drive. Please, I will take the win. Comments will say, one thing you can assume, when your curriculum and as education is a BBA. Now, her visiting Ghana no, and a shift in the perspective, in education per se. I cry. We are proud of Ghana and our education system, okay? Anyway, yes, as you can see, she's done so much and we are absolutely proud of her and our education system. Anyway, so the third story that we have on the agenda table is that Otumfuo calls for peace in the Middle East. Asantehene Osei II has called for peace in the Middle East, urging dialogue and unity, ongoing tensions in the region. Yes, indeed, Asema Sika official, the beto Twitter concerning Otumfo said to Tune say, or say he is calling for peace in the Middle East. And he pointed out that while some Ghanaians may not fully understand the cause of the war, they are still facing its consequences. Just say, yeah, to Ghana, the impact of the war. No? We don't realize that still it is affecting us indirectly in some sort of ways. I had to say, oh, Middle East, ena, in some koso, na yasem. But indirectly, even as Ghanaians, it is impacting us. Not to talk of those who have left the shores of Ghana. He believes that as our king, a friend of the king of Ghana, even though he's the king of the Ashanti Kingdom, a lot of people worldwide consider him the king of Ghana. So yeah, he felt it wise to speak about this because it's impacting citizens of Ghana as well. Into the ancient video shorter,
there's not a soul in Sasamo, Tiobodom, Bimbila, or Anehu who has the foggiest notion about the cause of the wars. And yet, there's no single Ghanaian in city, town, or village, and no African anywhere who is not being impacted by the raging wars. Indeed, I submit that the heart-rending suffering we are seeing on the airwaves are only a tip of the iceberg. The true collateral damage to the innocent villages of the globe is yet to be measured. The innocent millions of the world who are the collateral victims are crying in silence, and their cries of anguish and the tears of despair can no more be ignored. Nor can our hearts bear the continued suffering of those who are the direct victims of these wars. So tonight, from Kiev to Tehran, from Tel Aviv to Beirut, we appeal, we plead for peace to prevail. There's not a soul in Sasamo, Tiobodom, Bimbila, or Anehu who have...
That is a speech well delivered, if you ask me. Wakasapa. He's in fact, he's the king of Ghana. I'm not an Ashanti, but I claim him. He's the king of Ghana. Why? Yeah, we claim him. Anyway, in the way, okay, and Uncle Ebeka, more comments, so our social media, church, Jane, Asemi ho. The first comment I want to read is that, this man is above all, king of kings indeed, above all kings. Obviously, Otumfo nyame kese is speaking facts. We are all hoping the war comes to an end very soon. Nana inyankwada. Me sure say we are shanty point of a comments na see o jai kra. Na move. Another comment says, I greet you, the great king of our great Ashanti kingdom. Achu say, let him concentrate on Galamsey at his backyard. His people are drinking cyanide. Obviously, say, on concentrating on Galamsey, of course, and no poison from the waters, All no is poison economy, on concentrating, no. Na enjoy and topa any Ghana, Moshe. But as he rightly said, even though a lot of us as Ghanaians, some people in villages, they don't even have a clue. Say, in Tokwabi air cost will be, I won't take rather, but them not knowing about it, and just say, I'm more affected by Intokwano. And Tokwano are affected Obia in cities and villages, despite the fact that they may know it or not. And somewhere Otumfo or say to the buyer. Anyway, let us move into other stories. A priest invokes curses over Galamsey. A traditional priest has reportedly invoked curses on illegal miners polluting the river tunnel, reflecting growing frustration over environmental destruction caused by Galamsey. Into way so a story say a traditional priest, Siaw official posted on Twitter, said traditional priest has invoked curses on perpetrators of illegal mining activities on the river tunnel, calling on the spirits of the river to deal severely with those responsible for polluting and destroying the water body. Inti traditional priest be frɛ river tunnel no say nkɔfo na mo say wo no sorry na yehu bibi yenko share video no ye ba ye de aka beto aso
suo no ema ye ni magu ase no karachie panu rititi a mane proka da me wontete
Yeah.
nemo na binim se say na asi ati ni asie no karachie nipa biala asabe otu sa galam se odi animu panyina otu asase ni di sika omo a che sika ni di ye de odi animu onu so betu ebe hunu ho a oso otu galam se ofo agudie na o sensuo no ema ye ni magu ase no karachie panu rititi a mane proka da me wontete
Yeah.
aye but as I dey we nye first time ye hu ni mu anambwa I say different traditional priests they keep them doing the same prayer I say to mpaiboy akoso ache wo different traditional priests amun ku amon temu ana ne ti asio Amai can priest now catch the water scene sorry so I say water no I mean then they so and anyway let us go into the comments to see what people had to say. Papa Sin say I hope the spirits kill all of them and their political and non-political financiers. And also those making money from it. The DCEs and MCEs taking taxes from Galamsey, the spirits should kill them too. And also no be there about so one pie. So bia odi Galamsey unskina passion. The next comment is coming from who is Kweku. Also, why everyone lately be cursing? Can't we solve issues without these whack ways? This be some way. Also, I say cursing kwa. El tuni edin be a cursing kwa. And any other resolution tactics, and I say the only way to solving problems is curses. In the end, finding better ways. Now, wait I am why and now who is Kweku and they ba. Stephen Osei say so after the Nananom plea. Is he, the chief, going to take actionable steps without the scope of his power to mitigate the problem, or Nananom will handle everything? Also, I do in Pagua no. Wabwe no kwako ye practical steps. So be mun say Galamsey ni be ende ana say Nina Nananom sa. No, a question will be said, I don't know. Or he has nothing else to add. Mighty ruler, I'll say one thing I know is that those China people capture those spirits in those rivers before they do most of their works. I'll say, I do name say China for no. And some number more operations no. Some na river tunnel no. Or chiamo. I'm what chiamo as a wait me as that jumano. Aha. Indiana, ama boy. Felicia Marusa say, feast for the fishes, tea with free bread. Also say, brother ya atu fish na mini bedje hokwa. Fish na mini bedje hokwa. NK say Nananom gets bread where them go add to the Milo tea they have already. Pigeon, man can't hear my tea. Or say, Nananom menya brodo, I would back cancer Milo, in sooner than in Milo tea. I won't back bosso, am I ede? Aha, and no na obiso edeba. In teachers is say ade. Abu Malala, or say, must someone cares before the river god does something? Or say, I say, river god ne dear. Or no, yes, saying you know, you river god knew. Just will be back and say, answer will say, hey, yeah, same you, or say me, baby, prevent it. Say, we be uncle so home. Or be for all kind of same thing, silver bullets. Or say, so the river doesn't know it's polluted. River do name just a while back. Anyway, that is for another, that's a debate for another day. Let us move into other stories. Mokai RNAQ Our partner is quite popular in Ghana now. Since his last birthday last year, or biggest birthday it's like Ghana has ever seen, and bringing together all the celebrities, Nisika, spending on the birthday, like it was mind blowing for a lot of people. This year, the birthday in crowd gold and hey. See, he's quite popular for being rich and being wealthy. But in other news, yet stories about divorce case in the public. And Okotana say a interview on the Delay Show, in Semdio or can SMP. But there are parts of the interviews be trendy on social media and nunti any abaha about discuss because mona and my day mama ne trendy or candy but trendy because of you. Let's go see the clips that we are talking about about the interim betuaso.
You're not joking.
I'm not
you're
joking.
being serious.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Percent why you have grown up to come to realize I would want to have 2 wives and 2 homes. That is what I currently believe in. So me try back. One-on-one, me try one-on-one. I'm fat. And me try 1-on-2 soon. I mean, maybe I want to farmer me.
Okay. So if you were ever to run on internet for someone show,
delay can't say I'm 2GD. That was when I realized, say, you see, in our country, sometimes you just have to ignore a lot of things you hear about people. Sure, they created the impression as if I don't see my children. I don't know what they do. I don't know where they are whereabouts and they're suffering. My children are always with me every week. Every single week, my children are with me. For 7 days in the week, they spend 3 days with me and spend 4 days with their mother. Every single week. The week they don't spend with me, they maybe have traveled out to go and work. My children are always with me. I'm the one who pays their school fees. I'm the one who gives them like everything that they need.
Do you travel with them?
What be saying?
They be said they ask them, I want to know.
My children don't have visas as I speak with you today because their mother is so bitter. Say, anytime I want something, once I say I want something, then it's no, she will block it. Me to apply this amount in banning now. I do baby because say per mother consent on farm. My children will vacate and catch it and come and tell me say, Daddy, you say you're too quiet. You say your classmates now, muko London, muko America, take care. They want to go in your jet and go to London and this. Now my catcher will say, "Muka catch your mommy." Now me call give some mama. I say okay. Me call here. Every time I catch, Rebecca say yes, she share consent. Rebecca say on farm. So my children have never tried outside Ghana. Video na muhu yes say nkwala no to private jet. Before move. Sometimes they want to just be in their daddy's private jet. Private jet because that is the only thing I can do. Listen, it is not everything I can say. I have gone through hell. I've gone through a lot. But I'm a man. I was born a man and I will die a man. I will contain all of these things. But I know that for everything, time will tell.
Do you hate your wife?
Never.
Your ex-wife?
I am not proud and happy about what she has done. You see, because I'm somebody who always from day one I've told her that let us reconcile. Okay? I think that human beings would have to learn the art of going into marriage and the act of exiting marriage. We are always sweet to go into marriage, but when we want to exit marriage, then we make it bitter. We don't learn that art of exit marriage. When the marriage was breaking down, I realized that all effort to rescue it has failed. I called her and said that Joanna, come, let's sit down. Since they say I don't pay our bill, then I'll pay. Then I'll catch me. Now me from Mao. And my court and tell me what you want so that I'll give it to you. Joanna and see me because in Kofo, I hijacked the scavengers and the parasites I was talking about. I've hijacked her and she took me to court. And see, and you mean court.
And see, and said, and then Michael can call. Okay, do you see? Say we are betting me at Sana, must see in time because of a more frail woman. Is there a possibility?
From day one, I've always offered Joanna a resolution, an amicable solution out of marriage.
Okay.
Despite everything that they have done to me, trust me, she will remain the mother of my beloved children I'm always going to be in her life, and she's always going to be in my life because of our adorable children. And so I will not say no to any effort to resolve this thing amicably. I will never do that.
So have you tried
That is not
reaching
my
out to
nature.
her? When was the last time on Nekasa?
Yeah, in Kasa, for years, you know, there's never, you know, those days I made effort to try and talk to her, but I realized that anytime I want to talk to her, they entrap me. Oh, Udini Kasana, Ibia, Ubia Sheda, record, no more Sheda Bisa was him, no more Kasembi, Senebea, Ubefu no Beka Bibina, I recorded. So I decided that this thing would not work, you know, but if the conditions are right, and Joanna calls me today and says that, hey, ex-husband,
who calls someone ex-husband?
It says, hey, ex-husband or baby's daddy or whatever. And she calls me and says that, listen, I think that just as you had wanted us to sit down from day one and resolve it, let's do it. Delay. I would sit down with
Are
Joanna.
you not doing it for the cameras?
And send the baby. Means say the meaning person and jumping comments. I did 3 years kind. But what is interesting is even how he started it, or say, warrior or a one-on-one marriage, I'm fat. It is here, or double. One way, one so. I feel double of what you couldn't manage. Ciao. And in everything that he's saying, Utimu say if there was any fault with this divorce, it's obviously from him, even though he's not mentioning it. Utimu say, I say, he's not the better one. He's not the one that is bruised in any way. And he hasn't mentioned the reason why and the wife no pay divorce in the but it looks like it's him. So ended the notes that it ended on. Or say that's all in the bus say yes, they want to talk things through her. He is willing to do it. So it looks quite say a fault if you nekaka. Whilst other people are also saying that only fault to be a papa ni was kana lady no a person or just kind of because through divorce. And so a divorce no being a huge amount of money. This particular story has shown up in different ways. Just say who knows social media in different ways. Headless YouTuber crack or interview of the woman's brother. Ebisano very serious personal questions. And a woman brother no as one penny sister and it's like they are loggerheads into Okanyam sister ni gumupa. I was interviewing him. So it's a very dicey thing. Me sure say when it gets to a point you better woman no it would also be another gargantuan agenda on this particular show. Anyway, let us go into the comments to hear what some people are saying and then we take a short commercial break. Inti Obimoka say taking your domestic and marriage issues to social media is a sign of immaturity, weakness, and lack of self-respect. It doesn't matter your age or status in life. If you when you say hard, you can't only matter the So San Obika or saying send ya ordinary private matter about to TV Sweden. Ebe cultural behind there, it is a sign of immaturity. And just will be a na dream a door and as na dream or dream quachly. Say bibisa. A lot of people feel as though say baby why you shouldn't be meddling in affairs like this, especially when it comes to your private matter. And can what say and I'll ban a cry and in for a day eba. Obviously, may he be granted his wishes about all this wahala that comes with it, because if not for money, he wouldn't be so bold speaking this way. Hajia will happily spend this money for him. I say Hajia and the side chick and the girl near there. I say we've seen a number of videos. Bias on Hajia flying a private jet near there, and private jets not in because according to him, the mother is the reason why it's not happening. But then again, also dream home from a different perspective. Or between in Kuala back. You know, there's also that concern. So my mom only Kuala Nakasamo baby or my mom visa. How am I going to figure it out? And this is a whole different country with different rules. Man, dang. You know, so these are all things that probably is part of the reason Tia Hajia Betna private jet team bankola ne de amontimi ntine muda ai nti yese sika ne de aje abed koswa ediaman am ejima or say did his wife co-sign for this? If not, he shouldn't have granted her a divorce early and paid her for the time she wasted with him. Such complete Anyway, let us hear. Obviously, the more he speaks, the more emptier are his words. Let us see other comments on a different post on this particular story. Also, sometimes they just want to be in their daddy's private jet. My goodness, that part don't enter me. Wa into obedient or say. Obedient private jet honan or tio. I tell no question. Also, say pass. Obedient me. I can say my daddy's private jet. A holiday. I hate it hard. Also, you become third person later. Oh. Now, I've decided to just listen to them when they have marital issues, but not pick sides or judge. Obisu say, she, Obiawa remunse, mo can be third person to see her. From previous experience to not pick sides. Or judge when somebody is going through the marriage issues. Wait me aka Asantwa so de dey basa and na nkofu tinemu Asantwa shouldn't have done that. Obiso say Asantwa didn't deserve to experience that. And same dey bebre afi duru echire no. Asantwa na ni kunu no. Amosa eida de lumba we TV see. That's say anu be third person. No enim I dey egu ase. Anyway, it's obviously because of that it's on the way so on your third person. Obviously, when you watch the interview, the man has been getting his stuff together right from the beginning. Money never changed him. He is so real. Obviously, so the penas empire say, "What you say? Fifty asase ni nano. Now pani now dream our form. You're a very real person." Obviously, he had though day in day out. I lose interest in marriage because of all these things. Obviously, I do. Danny Dini now, shower for Ninyama Mufemuna. Or ma our cry and on the cobium. A free mukra. Or say nothing. I could say nothing will make me come on any show to discuss my marriage. Whatever people are saying about me, I'll forever be quiet about it and not give a crap. RNAQ, mehu ye. Obi say, be beere near Yasia, a beman about betina TV so I can't worry munsem. We in your dear, I was say, yeah, cry. You ain't take a short commercial break, yeah, bye, yeah, the day I can't have better so.
Are you a musician, church, band, school, or an audio engineer looking for professional audio equipment for your work? Don't worry. KFM Music Center has all the equipment and instruments you need. We have from drums, keyboards, combos, guitars, microphones, PA systems, brass instruments, studio equipment, lighting systems, among others. We import all kinds of electronics and musical instruments from top brands such as American GLS, Behringer, Sabian, Yoga, M Audio, Nutric, Tama, among others. You can locate KFM Music Center at Zongo Lane between the Benjilo Building and the Children's Hospital. You can contact us on the numbers displayed on your screen. KFM Music Center, where quality costs less.
Medogbena mi Ghana duko do ajakple ho duko kata. Mi echo nyanyi adevena mi cho Talent Microfinance Limited Gajradopa. Mi wona susu savings, adishare, school buafo, cashback, ple bubua okata. Nanyebe egajom de mi agbo la letie tomegbeko atenwu aho gadodo kenenye be egajon vivi la nenye be o gahia ola atenwu ava de o ga kene hia fa
tanenye be mi foncho mi afa jomu yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa business loan elemiashi church finance elemiashi salary loan elemiashi eye bubo li kenye personal loan nenye be mi foncho business loan enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao nenye be washigba keke alom eleswe we have talent mi pepe gede nwo nenye washigba leswe ne woge wo keke gede ji to talent pomo nuome nenye be mi foncho mi afa salary loan enye gado mo mi kemi vuna mi afa jirudu dola nke ga nyu he ya va talent wo payslip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi here na koko ho salary loan le rate nwe to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji vufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe keke ake mi aflege no na no hem v choji nto jinwade vare kwereka mo popo kai ganyu he ya talent kuna kpohe ya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobo enami akpenami
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
talent microfinance jengo amegan shipe ape letina tejibo hotame
mi ape kapomo enya 050-129-1298 alo 050-128-9119 talent oga kwamanu banto
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Mamu akwaba biom about the agenda show. Sanya ye kandan agenda show show just a trending topics the Bremo our agenda show you so. Yanko deep into more of the stories. Say Elom Hood editor Twitter. A passenger vehicle with registration number AX 673625 traveling from Kumasi to Accra made a dangerous overtaking maneuver and has now moved out of its lane into another, putting lives of many people at risk. Into a air trend obi a video of a dangerous maneuver bia obi Kumasi Accra road ne so anka nkofo ne de odi enkohwe video ne ba ya de dia kan beto atwaso
Oni ye. Wow, kwasi asema odi oboso ku amanfo ma. Saka yi amanfo mo ba bi onam. Oyi overtaking no, e no akosha wan we. Hwe ka se ba ne ba bi onam sa body. So on, Oni ye. Ofa ni pa konkan, Ba bi onam e no onya ba bi nhye bi mu. Be ma we for na chi. E no onya ba bi nhye no. Won wade a we, Ka ba funa gine wa, Nyame nkwa kokwa akwawe edese mo chisa akawe se mo chikawe bawo kwasi asema odi oboso ku amanfo ma
asem ohu asem pa na voxi o se body they say na drink me gwa but say voxi car ya mo say am bani that's what people are saying. The problem is I don't think it's the car. She said will be drive the car. She said will be drive the car. No. Let us put the roads also into consideration. But this is quite serious. Oh. This is quite serious. I wonder what they are saying to the driver right now. This is wild. Let's go into the comments to see what people are saying on this matter. Obviously, this is very common on the route. Sometimes you see like 5 cars doing overtaking at the same time, some at curves. Or say I deal with Kumasi Kwine Sopa, Kumasi Accra Kwine Sopa. Now, sometimes you say 5 cars and overtaken. And sometimes I'm overtaking, you know, at curves. Once a curve, then once you overtaking, well, because you need to see, you might miss BB. It would be at your blind spot or your blind eye. Maybe I can a free bar. Into case it will be maybe also overtaking. But unfortunately, a lot of these cars do it anyway. Cars can know you overtaking. Now just say or say it's very common, unfortunately. Kata say, are there passengers in the car cool with the driver? My very first question. Or say, if it be me, Anka, you go chop slap from behind you. Because on to me in Janemba, the family ho say I'm going to Accra and come. Now like this is crazy. Right, Kofi Asari, or say drivers drive carelessly when accident occurs, you blame cars. Oh, lack of knowledge, my people perish indeed. Is the Voxy self-driven car? Use the brain. Or say, Kwafo driver say, Voxy car him. At the end of it all, you come and blame the car, not the person doing the driving. For some others, I must say you should blame the roads too. Because there are other external factors that you have to blame in saying car. Now car and yes self-driving. And yes self-driving, nipa team in driving. So if they are driving carelessly, blame the drivers, not the car. Say, I am banning the boxy cars. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going into the boxy cars anyway. In terms of bad drivers they will use the boxy cars to do the work. And, you know, yeah, according to this comment, you know, it's about time we reconsider all of that. Obviously, this is why they are banning the boxy. Obviously, they are living on extra time. Or say we are doing in the time beso. So see the extra time and also he will not be around long enough. OG Shati say so these Voxy drivers waiting they worry them for this country inside. See then they take people them alive play. Like if I dey inside I can go chop slap. Sana obiso so yeah. This is quite sad. It is terrible, you know. And then, of course, the accidents or Voxy car simu. It's about time that we look into it and address the real issues at hand, not just the cars alone. Anyway, let us move into other stories. We have a few stories on ECG and the power cuts. Now, the next story I have kasa is that ECG cuts power in Teshi for upgrade. Where as someone the 1957 news at the bar Twitter. So the story says so Francis, the general manager of SAP Transmission Accra at the ECG, has shut down power supply to Teshi and surrounding areas to facilitate ongoing works at the Teshi Nungwa substation. The move forms part of efforts to replace and upgrade 2 transformers, with residents expected to experience intermittent outages during the exercise. In the story Twitter, say the general manager at the SAP Transmission Accra ECG was shutting down supply to Teshi and all the surrounding areas because transformers replacing that area. And 1957 news capture the bar Twitter so we dey enko video na enchechemu bi wo ha yankasa yate o yasu.
We shut down the station to be able to undertake the exercise. So we are going to take off the feeders that are served from the transformer.
we obi se ni odundum ade na se rice cooker mu no odundum no so obi aswan ye hye odum no obi aswan ye hye obi business te say ne ho ache no se no odundum ne casually as a rice cooker bi na ye dundum ne ben na ne ade nti if I'm sure they be imagine say dundum na mu dundum ne say say ya na mo hu e wa agenda show history nti yen go share comments ne enia nkofo kan future say why no you off lights you do video post am also we do lights so we try video e post Yebua say make them finish fast and they go through or say amun come home na amun fix the issue, you know. If you say according to this particular news, you know, the turning off the lights and yet turning it off keke. Now more fix it transformers. Previously on different episodes of Kasawa won say mama about because say outages, you know, any outages keke, but they are outages in the right direction. Fixing our power supply is the reason why I yenya those outages. Say yebenya lights afebo inti na more fix the transformers ne ade no inti say yenya abotre the outages ne etwemu a fixing etwemu outages ne so to betwa and your president at the buy into obviously on come ho na monye 10 because that is what the general manager has come to confirm here as well. I'll say how old are these machinery? Don't tell us they are from Nkrumah's time. If they are, then we need to give the country to the British to rule over us. Also, I'll say machine ya babe how old is it? Obompa say in free Nkrumah time na ye use machines here be do say. I doubt it's that old, to be honest. Obviously, hey, so ECG sub transmission manager Accra, you are just not safety compliant. Why do you allow media team into your control room at a time you are isolating your feeders? What if the CB explodes? Yeah, me Comment Ziva cry sometimes we wouldn't have I really hope say Nipe Oka say he is speaking from a very big technical viewpoint because or say near papa ne any dangerous so allow it nkofo aba inside her film me because bibi betimi explode na bibi explode on nkofo na mu go oye adwuma na mu it's not necessary for them to be there probably and adding that just one person filming would have made a difference anyway. Sometimes for trend, posting for trend. Anyway, Steve says, good job done, sir. I passed by whilst going to church this morning from Lashibi, and I saw the men on the grounds working hard for our country. We appreciate the work being done, and we know normalcy will be back soon. Obisu say, good work. Good work, pa. Juma na mo ye na mo bu juma because no free. Sorry, I not pay kofi around Lashibi. On say nkofo bu juma ma o man Ghana pa wo lighting ho. Na obon pa some be wie na show now normal and our power will be returned to us normal. Anyway, let us move into other stories. Hey, this here there Python. Or what? Show no who ECG I say me more. Let us read the story. So someone posted, Joy News posted on Twitter that Pythons take over Transformer as ECG staff risk life to restore power in Ahonjo. Aye. Transformer. Aye, replace it. Where the Python akwa shim. Python akwa shim or what? Pa share or akoshim as ECG staff or risking a life. That is how the narrative played out. Or risking a life to restore power in Ahojo. Yonko share video no. Yeah ba the I can bet to us.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So what Pierre Jerry to cry over? Yeah, and I thought so. Huh? Serious. Fatua na fa pie bota no. Obetuma to no. Mana nam da fo. Ah, yini ni we. Ono kra wa kra. Ana mi ba. Wa bre. Ni mo ya na na ma wa. Johnny Tina. Where they no one. Na bro na me dey say we here. Ah, we dey so na ma me ni je we dey so ti hanu mu ya pie pie se mo na me dey we na pie. Obeda. Ona obeda. Chimnu ko no obe ko a. So na am ko to atia. Ono afi no okay ja. Hanu da wasuru. Di fashion. Hanu da so. Nefa bottom so no. Ha. Bottom so no we. Ye o be yinu so ani ti no be da ho se ha. And then they are in a pram, and they are planning to say, do I go to police station? I want to pray. What's the police for? But you run one to one.
Masa, where they are led, Mufaka, and I'm fucking to one of my.
Why are they
not boss with the Suramu family? I don't know.
It's in Bajo, we would bet you can one. Ah, yeah, can't remember what what about you can Yes, I am to give you. When I say how they were working what I want to make about Tonunki. Massa, who's low? I want to make about Tonunki. What's your one cup of Tonunki? I want to make about Tonunki.
When the moon fuck it one name. Now, I say, now, all what you know, but also.
So I'm funny, sir. What you're bad, I do not work as a minister, no, so a hundred of us.
Hey, Samo. Me I shall say no more here, and I'm going to say, oh, I'm waiting, and I'm more hand. No, they didn't even hurt it. They didn't hurt it. They didn't. I'm waiting, pra abuano. Abuano tiase. Hey, we sure say we ACG staff of one now say we snake specialist. I feel like ngophobia mo beka ho na munni mo wom because ECG training or one count training or world training count, but they seem to know about it. Also, nitin who the she say ABC obi class foundation for say who jina jensen foundation. We are one car now betum. So that debate was quite funny. Anyway, let us see what people are saying on social media. Obviously, hey, brave men de Ghana. Charlie, I can't make kwanka. Mobeda. I say I can't make kwanka mobeda because no way I wouldn't even be around. Richard way on Bengu baby. Even the pythons are tired of the heat in Ahojo. They just went inside to check why the light isn't back. Also, pythons no cry no. Heat cost to ECG light of na cost to. I showed the amodo into your transformer inside. I could check case. I didn't turn the light no. I'm on soy. That is a joke from someone here on Twitter. Richmond say so. It be the pythons way did they cause the light out. Also, pythons into the light, you know. I would do the sano. Aye, pythons the air course. Zubaida, also, so residents of Ahojo have been living with these creatures all these years. Or say the residents of Amojo Mbua say any amote. Obiso air criticize or say what should we do with this needless information? We all go through occupational hazards. What Ghanaians need is their lights and not these excuses from government. I hope they okay anyway. I also story here be here. Yeah, my light in bra na story here be here. Anyway, let us move into other stories. Now we did. Akukudra ngofu ekita no. And we need friend mbema. Anyway, let us move into other stories. The state news put on Twitter, or say a man narrowly escaped being trapped in an elevator after a sudden power outage. Immediately he entered the lift. The elevator stopped abruptly, but he managed to get out safe. Your video now moon play. Papa bi akoya channel. Doom sonny action or elevator mu. Just in the nick of time. And on messes out elevator situation. I mean, say, I did be a while for biggest fear. One of them, being stuck in an elevator. I don't know. Nkofo amuka elevator na near friend left no. UK for friend left America for friend elevator no. The original one no top floor, down floor. Same idea no. Nkofo, one of the biggest fears is being stuck in those things because we say claustrophobic they are not because a bit more tight spaces are yes in doom lighter a short door unim time baby rade that dey I dey we see and I'm say kwaku asumani it's not the bia your baby I'm say yen fro yen use elevator to that the bia fro stairs so be no kind of plan wo madam fubi I dey see and it hits me say I feel like this is part of the reason why no matter what on through elevator that lift lift on through be that no go through no kekemu up na 10th floor crowd over fastest oh and especially around this time ECG doom so go for elevator from lift and one na be there on for lift crowd no kokem or they say. But why would the door close if there is no power, right? Obviously, this guy is Flash. Osia de tiana na say doom lighter instead say door the baby no na etum. Ade. I say this is a swift response. Anyway, so this is quite scary and they're trending on social media. So at this point, I can't say ECG power outage see ye engineer nyanko for left yanko kim unya koma for enyame bia and for left for way now stairs nessa kwakwas many and one of fro and deliver the life. Anyway, let us move into other stories. Teachers commission urinal facility. Yes, say teachers be a commission from a basic school called Pruso. Mama commission new urinal facility. Ed Hub editor Twitter are trendy. So teachers of Pruso Basic School in Nkuranza South District of the Bono East region commissioned a newly constructed urinal facility. And they're trendy. Ne yanko she urinal facility ne mo fan tire with TV so yeah. Wow. Beautiful. I swear, enye prefu. Enye prefu na meye mo. Story na ye de abano. Na we enye urinal facility. She. Urinal facility worth applauding. Worth applauding. Nti won say ukoja na ye close yama ye de we na close yama ya haban no. Na am kitekita no. And am the close the doors no. Full operational urinal facility. Wow, wow, wow. That's a beautiful step in the right direction. Anyway, urinal facility amo somwe bia no ama students no ewo Pruso Basic School. If the government is not doing anything about this, we are going to figure it out. We love that energy. As the government, and as whoever is responsible to ensure that these students be good urinal facility, fine, singre. Singre. The roofing sheets, I create our own urinal facility, which is beautiful. Well, gates kura da ho. Gates ni here so bi abegina ho. Egita haban dia a block it. Complete. We love this for them. Nasa, if those in power and those who are responsible to doing these things, amonya ambeye adia amamwa. Obviously, Maka say no matter how the government neglect us, we should be doing better than this. How much would it cost to construct a decent urinary? Well, they all to them now from our this thing crowd that they were able to do. Do you know what? Whose money? Whose money did this come from? Teachers no crowd no. By now they are being owed near Waho. You know, I feel like as Ghanaians sometimes we should you know. By now it's the teachers that did it. That's what the report says. That the teachers did it. By now they owe them like near Waho. They don't. Even if they pay them, how much is their salary? And more families to take care of, and they managed to put this together. Your friend is saying, or say if someone comes to build them a permanent structure, GES will demote the headmaster because the project didn't pass through their office. I think this person's name is a nickname. But or say now say obi be a permanent structure. GES a bit demoted headmaster no because the project didn't pass through the office. Wait, I think this could be true. The bureaucracy, on needless bureaucracy, your country no. Also, obi bet me aba be see permanent structure. Obet me demoted headmaster no. Say I didn't na permanent structure ya building and fat through GES. I believe this comment to be true. Yes. Maybe we sa bureaucracy tintin now they are the government of the wine or to the leader of the MP and the wine to build something for people. Obey you say no. You didn't do it right because you could have passed through here, And there's you know. Kofi says, but what level of tomfoolery is this? These 1, 2 they teach. Obi so say they teachers no amwenya the pepe bia build their man kola and say hey if go river you page our say how high. At this point, decentralization isn't working for us. We need a federal system of government. Other regions can't continue to suffer like this. Or say we need systems, a different system of government. To ensure say because small towns and villages seem to be neglected in the midst of all this. Way a story about trending topics so and day bremo. We are moving into other stories. And as a official, another story about John Dumelo. The Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wagon constituency, Honorable John Dumelo, offers free meals to taxi drivers at the Legon Okponglo station as part of his unending commitment to connecting with constituents on a daily basis. Utimun say John Dumelo part of the agenda so only in Crawford or assigned to in the Ayawaso West Wagon constituency, you know, to feel to connect with them. Say obe ben obe form a personal relationship. Into utimu say on social media no ye nyamo to tom pabuama nkola oben ben amo ni amuko fie ko didini ade just to feel connected to these people. I Sika official the bar Twitter trendy say or share meals see hot meals see my taxi drivers ewo Okponglo station. Yeah, it's quite a popular place. Anyway, let us read the comments. Obi say Ghana de near idea on pa and say Obi huria or say how high. Let me give you bread. O mo bi bread or say na anyway, tea anyway. Umo be sure because that share time the boss way. You know, we see that a lot in comments. Let's go see what is there in the comments. Obviously, it's only in Ghana we entertain this kind of gestures from politicians. It's all wrong on all levels. He can use the resources being wasted on such gimmicks to create better things for the whole constituency to benefit. This is a clear case of vote buying and clientelism. Stop it. Or say, we idea was here so. Aye, ni anana kwame can say, we nya idea was here so. Because the car or the best trade yani, or the trade yani taxi drivers. So, bet me idea a big thing. I be benefited in grow for more constituency in him. Aye, beside me, who beside me, then obey me with the meals. I mean, I don't know. Sana na kwame can. Or city cano, bet me there baby ama constituency in a benefit. Instead of doing that, you know, or chichediane, we a big no because he calls it clientelism. Any votes by some mututo votes into also the ojai. Hans say what did they need? More capiji and I'm watching. I say what did they need? You know go do. Dumelo told us he will tackle rent issues when voted to parliament. And now, what he does is sharing cocoa drinks and food. Farmers are not getting market, but Dumelo is rather thinking about 2028 elections. Aye, Hans to say, Nya no koyo. And some of our so Obama rent issues are this, you know, a bit down. But the see an own focus one yet. Cocoa drink and no chairman crofo. Sana Hanseka. On the over solve issues, you know, on June 2028 elections or you be voting into power. Obviously, Ghanaians are hypocrites. Pow, what is so wrong with this? The fact that your MP doesn't do this in his constituency doesn't mean that this gesture of good should be taken for granted. Or say Ghana for Ninyachum. Ha, I got that right. Ghana for Ninyachum. Or say Nanya John Dumelo. Then what is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? The fact that more constituency MP and just say it is wrong. Na ni pay adio it is a good gesture. Na Ghana for Ninyachum dodo. Sana if I say Mudin. We also a nickname, Stifling Africa. Yes, we love that for you. Obviously, I hate these kind of politics tactics. If I were to be a recipient of such acts, I'll feel insulted. You're not getting my respect because once upon a time you shared 30 cedis worth of food to random people or a selected few. Do you know how much they spend to feed themselves and their families? Obviously, political gimmicks to say there. Now, 30 cities or it doesn't really make any difference. Now, let's move into other stories. There are quite a lot, and unfortunately, time is not on our side. Is a pure water seller? B. Why investing in donation? I or not you say, sir, you let us read the kind story in your my bachelor say you answer a question video no. Or say a viral pure water seller who refused to raise a sachet water price from 50 pesos has earned praise after using 5,000 donation from Kevin Taylor to buy and stock a refrigerator to expand her business. Inti, we so yeah viral pure water seller. I bet you video ni shortly. You say onya fans pa because why not been say 50 pesos pure water and the only increasing cost 70 pesos be 50 pesos manage na no see onya donation 5,000 cedis from Kevin Taylor to or the oya na adwin so the be top fridge I expanded the business. Yen ko share video no ye ba ye de aka beto aso.
Ko share niam again na tagu fridge ni mo a. So nipa hwe but hwe so what nya pack nipa bi say na oboa na unu hu nipa bi say na oboa na unu hwe niam a gu fridge ni one fan kotena be bi ankosai no na te say ni nia braces obobebra nti yadama se mo amutimi send ye mo amutimi like page mo amutimi ye hu ne ma nyina yada bi ase.
Yes, into way a story I trend they say donations it be by to help her or they put in good use to expand their business near there. Now I'm going to other stories. State news about Twitter. I'll say a viral video circulating online shows how sausages are being prepared in Ghana, sparking reactions among the public. Video be a trend on Twitter. Show is a sausage yeah Ghana ha na we video edit in some any conversations we bring ba social media obi say Charlie the things we dey chop there it be only God oh. Yeah to say na sausages no Mr. Kwabla say oh my God this is so unhealthy, what's FDA doing? They should be tackling these issues immediately. And Yaminti say Massa, as far as it's in the market there, forget how it was made, oh, we still go chop. Obisu say the amoye the core market and kwan there, and the amoye and fire ye be distill. Obi say why are we not supporting our own brothers' products, but rather support the West? Are we? I'll say now sausage now or Ghana made. Obisu anything wrong with how it's being made. All the negative comments are okay. Instead say be support Ghana made way be brad the yo sausages. Why all these negative comments? They say Anna obviously this be only cooking. Imagine what meat and other things are actually used to process it. Yes, another thing about sausages they say yes, he had different types of meat and some of them. So we don't know exactly the meat content. I think the biggest concern is what is the content? But the process here, we don't exactly see what's so wrong about it. But what is the content? I feel like that is the biggest part of the discussion. Anyway, into way idea so who for the very first time send sausages our Ghana and air trendy our Twitter. Let us move into other stories. A Baba dies after alleged gunshot ritual. A Baba has reportedly died following an alleged spiritual protection incident involving a gunshot, raising serious concerns about dangerous practices. Baba ya wo hwe no TV state news about Twitter or say a young man identified as Mauko Manfred, a Baba at Dentra Duaso, has died after allegedly seeking spiritual protection against gunshots. Reports say he was shot to test the fortification but died instantly. The spiritualist Yusuf Shafi has been arrested. Yes, say boy, yeah, you who TV Mauko Manfred, or Koje Edro, say shutu na ongu. And once I muje Edro ni so na mo ye testing, am bebo to their testing. Say nkuana and spiritualist here, your friend Yusuf Shafi, or fat to a bone, say pay, and a boy different. Owu at once, say he, ne Edro ya mfana. This is quite a sad story, but it brings to question, say, why are you doing this as young people? Why are we going into all of this? Spiritualist, no, he has been arrested and charged for murder, and that is what is trending. Obi say Baba dear, anka spiritual protection for home Aye, Baba the anka spiritual protection for ambe unhwe mu ntwitwati. We ani ntwitwati. Me ka se mu ntwitwati. So sa. Unhwe mu yiti. Aha. Now etio the anka for ambe. So this is what is happening. I don't know why people believe in these things, but it is something that also happens. So let us continue with other stories that is also trending. Yes, a couple they have been arrested over 5.1 million Ghana cedis theft. 5.1 million Ghana cedis theft. Let us read the background of the story on Twitter. A 26-year-old sales girl identified as Nerissa Akodo and her boyfriend Courage Ado have allegedly been arrested in connection with the theft of 5.1 million Ghana cedis from her employer in Ho. According to reports, Nerissa Akodo was promoted in 2025 due to her hard work to a point 2 sales position, earning a monthly salary of 1,005 cedis. Wow, promotion here. However, investigations following her departure from the company this year allegedly revealed that she had been misappropriating funds over time. Authorities claim that part of the alleged stolen money was given to her boyfriend, Courage Ado. The couple is said to have used the funds to acquire assets, including a Mercedes-Benz and 2-bedroom house. Further investigations reportedly indicate that during the period of her promotion, Nerissa was allegedly depositing up to 10,000 Ghana cedis monthly into her personal bank account. Just say, 26-year-old sales girl though. Now we are 5.1 million Ghana cedis from her employer in Ho. On the boy in the we are so on the man boy, no we are so on the man boy, and now ya channel way and a trend it was social media. Now they pay no so they are not promoted staff. Oh, you promoting 1,005. So you promoted staff. Anyway, these are the stories that time would allow us to bring to you on the agenda show today. Unfortunately, today we couldn't open our phone lines, but on a day where things are popping, we'll make sure to do this. Thank you all for watching, and those that supported this show to coming on, the crew members and everybody here at KFM TV. A big thank you to all of you. Until next time, bye bye from me, Richard Siaw.